Hello everyone, welcome to Plantas, California. This is Isa. For those that are new in the channel, I want to welcome everyone who is stopping by for the first time, that are new in this channel as well, or just want to take a break and see what we're doing in here. Also, my special thanks to the current subscribers who decided to stay and be part of this group. And all my hellos and thank you to Ligia Daza all the way to Bogota, Colombia. Thank you, Ligia, for your beautiful comments, and we hope to see you soon anytime you want and you can. Okay, let's continue here. Today, my friends, we're going to be doing something different from all my other videos. We're going to be talking about a special plant, this Ficus elastica, or the variegated rubber plant. How come this plant grew so fast? And look at it. I had it in my garden for the last 4 years, and I'm telling you right now, it grew and is growing fast, especially with this weather. This is a plant that loves the heat, loves humidity, does not require a lot of care, but does like a good soil. And part of the soil that I have is a mixture of sand, potting soil, a little bit of vermicompost. Once a month will be fine. The Ficus elastica, or rubber plant, does not like direct sunlight. And the reason is because it will burn the leaves and it will have this dark, burnt, dry look that we don't like in our plants, right? So indirect light is recommended. That will help also the leaves not to become so dry or damaged by the heat or any direct sunlight. These plants can stand in humidities from 60 to 85, or I should say, look at my yard and the weather here, 110, 107. That is being crazy dry heat, and look at them. They are just gorgeous. I don't know if this is just a weather plant or it's just a dry, excessive tolerant plant in the heat, because look at how it looks. They look so beautiful and I'm so proud of it. Well, my friends, here I am stuck with my plants around and trying to move the plants with George. Is my dolly and my helper, as I mentioned it before. Is the only extra hands that I have in here. Well, here we go. We are almost there. We are getting there, my friends. Hopefully I don't bump into any of my pots. Before I continue, my friends, let me share with you that during these 4 years, I kept this plant in the shade. It was not exposed to the sun. Otherwise, it will not look so beautiful and healthy as today, right? And nobody moved. You guys have to share with me my experience doing this today, because I'm struggling through all this mess in my yard. Thank you for being here, guys. This is a variegated white Ficus elastica, or rubber plant. There are different types, like this one. This is the dark leaf that I also grown in here for the last 3 years. The other one, I think it has 4 or 5. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I just bought them when they were small size, and now they're growing beautifully like that bird of paradise in the back. Well, we're gonna also move this plant inside along with the other one, and we're gonna be relocating both of these plants together in a corner where the light's going to be abundant, and I sure hope they will continue growing. I remove all the excess plants or anything else that it should be or was growing around the surface, so I will be placing a sticky pad in the bottom, so if we do have any spiders or any little creatures running around, we will catch them as soon as they go around. And here are my plants. As long as they look healthy and happy, I will continue keeping them inside. Otherwise, I would have to move them out. Okay, this is one of my other bird paradise that I had a couple of months ago, which I had a video. Remember, I shared with you guys that video. It was, I replanted like for 4 or 5 of these plants. Oh my goodness, it was a lot of work for me. But look, They turn so healthy and beautiful. And I will continue keeping them in the shade because these plants are just for not direct light. The leaves get really bad. I don't like the way they turn so dry and they look so unhealthy. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be moving them slowly inside. Hopefully, with the rest of my other two plants, they will be fine. But here we go. This is how I moved them inside, my friends, and see how healthy their leaves look. Also, they like nitrogen. I do only fertilize this plant with nitrogen, which is coffee, as you already heard me so many times. I only use coffee from my leftovers in the morning. I usually dry them or keep them with water, and then I water my plants, all my plants with the coffee that is left. So I recycle that almost every morning, right? Okay, here we go, and we go. Hopefully, I will not cause any more damages around my way. As I was saying, I'm trying to keep everything straight on my way there, and my plants will not have any hard time with me driving in the wrong direction. Here we go, and we're gonna place it inside, and I'm so happy to keep them. Well, I decided to place them close to my kitchen area where the door is directly. All the light is coming through the windows and the doors, so I think not sure if that will be a great location, but we'll think about that later. Now is the next plant. This is the rubber plant, the dark leaves. So I'm gonna have to put a mentor because it's a little bit wibbly around. I don't know. I think she's a little bit unhappy. Well, here we go. I found the right place for them. Look at the light. It's not direct but indirect light as well. I think it's she's gonna do. They both gonna do good in this corner. I do have the other silver aglaonema in here, and I do have the other one, the black dark leaves, the rubber plant. They both gonna stay together, and it's in the entrance of my house. So we'll see, my friends. I sure hope you like this little project. It wasn't a big thing, but for me it is because I kept this plant outside for the last 3 years. Nothing whatsoever, just water, fertilizing with coffee, and a mentor because they are growing fast. And I have seen the difference this summer and last year, how the plants start to develop and growing a little bit faster. So we'll see. I'm listing these plants for sale as well. That's what I'm caring for it. I love that rubbery, thick, shiny look in those leaves. It's just gorgeous. This plant it will need actually a mentor depending on the height and the size with the time as well. So don't forget to put a mentor if the plant is too tall. Pruning is highly recommended if you wanna give them a little bit of shape. Indoors is a beautiful, beautiful plant that it will grow as high as you want it in your home. These plants decorate your garden, your patio, any cover area that you might have in any building, office. They are pretty well kept because are easy to maintain and they do not require any high standards of caring. As you might see, also if you want to reproduce this plant, you always can do a cutting in one of the branches and plant it, and hopefully keep it in the shade. Do not put it in any dry heat or any exposure to the heat, and it will grow with time. Here we go, my friends. This is finally the location that I placed in the front of my house by the door. And these are the 3 plants that I'm keeping in this area. I had this with a Sansevieria before, but I relocated to another section in my house. But look how beautiful they both look. Along with my other plant, the rubber plant also helps the environment. It works as a filter to cleanse the air in our home, which I like that part because it stays everything fresh and cool. So one thing that I have to do is clean the leaves. I will be doing that in a minute with a soft cloth. I think if I will get beer, a little bit of beer, it will give them that shiny look. Here I am cleaning all the leaves. I added a little bit of soap, dish soap, and I'm going to be doing this to all the leaves. So we'll see how it goes little by little. With patience, I will be able to complete my task today, my friend. I love to have this plant inside, and I will see how it will go with time. I do understand that sometimes when it's not a lot of air inside, they tend to be a little bit soft. So I'm gonna be leaving the doors open and the windows sometimes just to air the area a little bit to kind of have more fresh air around. That will help the plant to grow very, very healthy as well. Here I am cleaning all these leaves. Look at that. That's a dry leaf because of the sunlight. You see how it burns? It burns the leaves so bad, and sun a little bit has a little damage, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. So even though it looks dry, the plant tends to keep the leaves in good shape. So here I'm doing the dark one, and this is the black leaves. So we'll see how it goes one by one. Next time I'm gonna try beer, my friends. Next time I'm gonna try some beer to see. I know we should drink it, but I'm gonna use it for my plant. Here we go. Do you guys see this? These are the little pads, the glue pads that I put in all my plants, especially the big ones like this. So it can catch any insects or any fleas or any spiders, whatever you guys don't like to have around your plant. That little glue stick will do wonders. Trust me on this, my friends. I will highly recommend it for all your plants. That's supposed to be for little roaches and stuff, but don't worry about that. It will help for any plants or any little insects around the area, and it does catch a lot of those little flies on summer that are so bad, the fruit gnats. So here we go. How did they look? It turned beautiful. I am so pleased and happy to have these plants inside my house. Hopefully they like their new place and their corner. Well, my friends, it was a different video today. Thanks for coming over, stopping by, saying hello. If you like this channel, we would love for you guys to subscribe. Also, if you like the video and the content, give us a like. That will help the channel as well, and give us your comment. We would love to see you again. And I can't forget to water my lovely plants with coffee. Of course, they always love coffee in the mornings, once a week. See you next time. Thanks for being here again. Plantas, California.